What is up? Saturday night. So this is the place to be. I'm Hoff, and this is the Freshman 15 CFB review recap. You can call it whatever you want. Just call yourself in here in the chat. Got the Ohio State Minnesota game on beside me. I'm kind of flipping back and forth between a couple games. Actually, as I say that, I'm gonna switch to the uh Miami Florida State game right now. There we go. All right. And Miami's up 14-3. Great. Oh, anything exciting happened today? I don't think there's anything that exciting, was there? Upset City. I think we have a couple things to talk about. We have Pitt, a debut. Debut Pitt. Eli Holstein got the bench this morning. Just scrolling through the games here. Florida beating Texas 29-21. Yeah. We'll talk about that. Washington beating Maryland. We'll have I think Nate's going to join us in a little bit, so we'll talk about the Washington Maryland game when he joins because he was at the game today, so we can talk about it then. Bama handled Vanderbilt pretty easily. Virginia with another overtime win against Louisville. That was a good one. Notre Dame handled Boise pretty easily. Nebraska beating Michigan State. Oklahoma shutting out Kent State. Yes, I'm purposely going past this one if you're watching. um because that's probably the biggest one so far. Arkansas State ended up winning. Holy smokes. Last I saw, Texas State was up pretty big in that game, and Arkansas State won. Wow. Then we got some Friday night stuff. But the big thing, what in the world happened out in Los Angeles? Penn State losing their second game in a row now. 42-37 to previously winless UCLA. Well, they don't have a I mean, they have interim guys, but they don't have a permanent head coach, a permanent OC, a permanent DC. They just fired their OC this week. What in the world is James Franklin doing? I mean, Drew Aller had a good fantasy game. Not as good as Nico Iamaleava. He was Nico. That's the game you want to see from him more than once a season. Quasi Gilmer getting a touchdown as well. Gilmer had 5 receptions on 7 targets. Okay, nice. Yeah, Nico was running. Look at that. They just unleashed him. But what in the world is going on in State College? Does James Franklin, does he have a job tomorrow morning or Monday morning? I don't know when this would happen, if it happens at all. But I mean, honestly, that's unacceptable. If I'm a Penn State fan, I'm not, but if I were, that is unacceptable. That is a fireable offense. We talked about fireable offenses with not Oregon State, Oklahoma State, and Oregon earlier in the season. And Mike Gundy ended up being fired a few weeks later, but still, he was fired. And boy, I am not going to be surprised if James Franklin is not the Penn State coach. They'll probably keep him for the rest of the year because they still do have a playoff chance. But they have to beat both Indiana and Ohio State. So that's not going to be easy for them. And they are at the Horseshoe back-to-back weeks too. And then they have Indiana at home. So yeah, good luck with that. They might win one. I can't see them in any world winning both of those. Especially, that's mind blown. And Florida State's struggling. They're on the struggle bus. I know they just lost to Virginia last week. Maybe they were a little too hyped in the beginning of the season. And I think that the pendulum swung a little it normally does. It swung too much the opposite way, like, oh, they're frauds, blah blah blah. Yeah. It's probably somewhere in the middle where it normally is. Like they weren't a top 10. Where I don't know what their peak rank was. They weren't like a top 10 team. They're not 20th and below. I think they're 18 right now. They're probably somewhere in that 15-ish range, I would say. If they lose tonight, maybe not. Because, well, Miami's good. I don't think Miami gets the credit that they deserve. I don't know why that would be. I don't know if that's because of their coach and his history of gaffes and critical gaffes. Yeah, I don't know. Also, pro tip: if you have YouTube TV and if you have the 4K package, if you watch most sporting events on the the available sporting events on the 4K package, no commercials. Great. I love it. You just get like the stadium cam view. It's zoomed out. You get to see everything. It's pretty cool. I love watching games on the 4K feeds. Great. That had nothing to do with anything. They just went to TV timeout, and I'm not watching an ad on my screen, so that's great. I want to talk about Cincinnati, Iowa State too. That Cincinnati. I'm sorry, who did they lose to? I forget. They lost to. Oh, they lost to. That's right. They lost to Nebraska. First game of the season. They had a good win today against Iowa State, 38-30. I don't know what Iowa State was doing at the end of that game. If you have seen it's not a highlight, the replay of that final play, I think it's Rocco Becht, just runs out of bounds. Like, what is he doing? He's not even trying. No one else is with him. Just runs out of bounds. Clock is expired. Game's over. What? I don't know. Doesn't make any sense to me. We've got UCF Kansas going on right now. TCU Colorado is going on right now. Let's hop into the box score here for this one. Hoover is got a touchdown. Who's got his touchdown? McAllister. All right. Eric McAllister back on the fantasy radars after his game last week. Woo. What a game it was. Caden Salter with a touchdown as well to Omarion Miller. Draylon Miller, womp womp. We talked about him before. Yeah, no, thank you. Oh, Salter has 2 interceptions as well. I guess we don't need to talk about that as much. A&M Mississippi State 7-3 at half. Okay. That's what we got. Fluffs 9 for 46. Kevin Concepcion, or KC, he goes by now. My bad. 2 for 46 and a touchdown. Okay. Blake Shapen, 6 of 9 for 45 yards. That looks like a defensive struggle there. Not a lot going on in College Station. As I say that, I'm going to flip back to Texas Tech. Still going on? Yeah, they're still going. Texas Tech's kind of they seem comfortable. I'll put it that way. I like what Texas Tech is doing. I think that they use the portal well. They recruit well. I'm very impressed with what Texas Tech is doing. Yeah, I like them. Amari Thomas touchdown. We have to celebrate an Amari Thomas touchdown on this show because I love Amari Thomas for many moons. Baylor, Kansas State. That was another one that had a kind of a controversial ending. Also, if you are looking for, excuse me, tight ends in your C2C leagues, your guy to get, Michael Trigg. Woo-hoo. If he's available, he's probably not. Let's see what he is. Let me see what his roster percentage is real quick. He is rostered in 83% of leagues, so he's probably not available in your league. But that dude, he's been so just ravaged by injuries. He's been in college since the 2021-2022 season. He started at USC. He played 7 games, 8 games, 3 games, 11 games, and then 6 games so far this year. We've been waiting. I mean, probably most people have given up at this point. I don't think I have him. I think I had him in a couple places. He's not on any of my rosters now, which is that's the thing. Can he stay healthy? So far he has, and he has produced very well. So yeah. Just keep an eye out for Michael Trigg on your waiver wires. If you wanted to trade something for him, you could. But I would always check the waiver wire first. Grab some agua, and we can talk about a freshman debut. All right. Freshman debut. Mason Heinchel for Pitt. Eli Holstein got benched. Heinchel is a true freshman. He threw 4 passes before today. And he only went out and went 30 of 41. That's a 73% completion percentage, 323 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Welcome to the show. There he is. Bring him up here. And did he have any rushing? He ran for 28 yards, so not terrible. He had a little bit. Even Holstein came in for a couple plays. They did not have I don't know why. I just blanked on the running back. Desmond Reed. He did not play today. And Boston College just didn't put up a fight today. Chazinski, Lewis Bond, 2 of 14. I'm just looking at guys that might be rostered on your teams. Turbo had 6 carries for 2 yards. Ugh, yikes, that's bad. But you probably weren't starting any of these guys. Hopefully you weren't. If you were in a lineup league, hopefully you weren't starting these guys this week. Who else? Anyone else big? Let's go down here. Yeah, a lot of these later games are hitting halftime now. Ohio lost to Ball State. They shut out Ball State in the first half and got shut out in the second half. Parker Navarro got 2 touchdowns. Chase Hendricks just churning out the yardage and receptions again. That's not a good loss for Ohio. I mean, there isn't such thing as a good loss, but that one hurts. Say Bangura had 67 yards on 15 carries. Ugh. That's not ideal. Not great, Bob. Let's see. Let's go. Virginia Tech lost to Wake Forest at home. I'm sorry. Who did they play? Who's NA? Oh, Campbell. Okay. NC State handled Campbell quite easily. CJ Bailey or Cedric Bailey, 23 for 337. Gee. And 4 touchdowns. What are they doing playing Campbell this late in the season? That's crazy. What is this? The SEC? Oh, okay. I'll calm down. I'll calm down. All right. Let's talk about this Purdue game because just a little bit, nothing too deep about it. Let's just pull it up real quick. So, here's your little pop culture reference of the day. I'm going to pop it up on the screen down here as well. Taylor Swift just released an album this past week, and this is her 9th album. I didn't know this. I had to look this up. Purdue has not won a game whenever Taylor Swift releases an album. Like their next game after her album release, they have lost, including today, every time. And Ohio State, on the other hand, has won every time. And they're up, what, 21-3 right now on Minnesota? So far, it's holding the curse and the blessing. I need to get Taylor Swift to release a album right after Thanksgiving, huh? Yeah. No. Too soon. Too soon. Maccabee he got a touchdown. Purdue was just too much. Fegan had 2 touchdowns on 16 yards. That a boy, Fegan. Let's go. I need to keep my water open. There we go. All right. Hank Beatty, 5 for 186 and a touchdown. He's moving up the Devy ranks. He's not a top Devy asset, but he's moving up. He's moving up. Keep an eye on him for sure. All right, let's go back to the big scoreboard. Troy, South Alabama. Let's go to the Friday game because I watched a little bit of the West Virginia BYU game. No, I'm sorry. I just saw the score from that. Why is it not? I thought I watched a different game, but no, what was this? They had Bear Bachmeier. That's right. Okay. Yeah. West Virginia's if you started Ty Edwards this week, stat of the day is going away. I am so sorry. I took him out of my lineups because I had started him, and then with auto subs, he got replaced, but he only had 2 carries for 2 yards, and that essentially, like, he can't get subbed out now because he played snaps. So it's just unlucky. And yeah, that's just not a great situation. We'll have to see if we can get any more clarity on that tomorrow before the waiver show drops tomorrow night / Monday morning. Let's talk a little armed forces here. Liam Zarka. Zarka. Yeah, Zarka. Sorry. He had 4 touchdowns. All of Air Force's touchdowns came from him. What is his rostered percentage? He's probably gone. He's only at 27%. Okay, I will tell you right now, that's my number 1 quarterback for the waiver show tomorrow. That's an easy one. I mean, did he play? Oh, he only threw the ball twice, so he barely played in that first game. After that, to the moon. Holy smokes. He had 22 points against Utah State. 38 points against Boise, 42 points against Hawaii, and 47 points against Navy. That's an easy pickup right there. Top receiver got Chris Bell had a great game against Virginia. 12 receptions on 14 targets for 170 yards and 2 touchdowns. Woo. Woo. And he is the guy there. Let's look at the box for that Louisville game. Where'd you go? Louisville, where are you? There we go. All right. Oh, and Connor Wegman being assessed in the locker room. Why? Connor's always hurt. No. All right. Oh my gosh. He had 14 targets. The next guy is a tight end with 7. And then Isaac Brown, the running back, 6. Colin Lacey, 5. Like 3 times as many targets, almost 3 times as many targets as the next receiver. There's no way he's available in leagues. Can't be. Right? Yeah, 98%. I was going to say, there's no way he's available in any league. You're going to have to trade to get him. Victor Snow from Buffalo had a good game against Eastern Michigan. 6 receptions, 136 yards, 2 touchdowns. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I'm looking on the wrong screen. My apologies. Let's go back here. FAU and Rice. What do we got going on here? Veltkamp's got 2 touchdowns already. Great. Hey, look. Look at that. That guy has been getting some wild projections. Dickman from Rice. Like, his projections have always been so high every time I see him on Fantrax, and he got a touchdown today. Let's go. Brad Jackson against Arkansas State. We had talked about them losing, but he had a good game. 18 and 26, a touchdown, and he added another 131 yards and a touchdown on the ground. Brad Jackson. Yes, I know I've mentioned him in many waiver shows, any show really, because he's a freshman. So you want to get him if he's available, especially because he'll be around for at least 2 more years, maybe more. Clemson off the schneid, beating North Carolina. North Carolina looked bad. I don't really need or want to talk about them. Western Michigan, UMass, Arizona State, or Arizona hammered Oklahoma State. Noah Fafita had 5 touchdowns. Holy cow, I didn't realize he had 5 touchdowns. Who did he have them to? Spivey had 2, Watley had 1, Hunter had 1, and Wysong had 1. That's crazy. And no one had more than 8 targets. That's wild. They threw the ball around a lot. Good for them. Good for Arizona. SMU beat Syracuse. Ricky Collins got 2 touchdowns. Sorry, he got 4 touchdowns. 2 in the air, 2 on the ground. Jonte Cook with a touchdown. Ricky Collins had 57 yards on the ground. Okay. It's a little better than last week's performance from him. He didn't have a touchdown last week. Well, Syracuse didn't have a touchdown last week, so I'm really excuse me. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. There we go. Really interested in I just blanked on the game. Why? Oh my gosh, it's Cal. Who's Cal playing? I just totally blank. Duke. Gosh, that's what made me think of it because Duke played Syracuse last week. That's right. Old Dominion handled Coastal Carolina. Colton Joseph had 4 touchdowns. He didn't have any rushing touchdowns. Is that true? Oh, he did have a rushing touchdown. Okay, so he had 5 touchdowns as well. Colton Joseph. All right. Some CFF magic. I'm gonna check out the box score of this Nebraska game because I know Michigan State was ahead 7, so that's 21. Okay. Aiden Childs. Oh my gosh, 9 of 23. I didn't see any of this game, so this is my only exposure. He did have 2 rushing touchdowns, but you can't go 9 of 23, Aiden Childs. What happened for 85 yards? Oof. Oh, all right. Big Ten time. Let me get because we're talking about that. Let me bring up the game that we're going to talk about now because the man, the myth, the legend is here. He was at the game live and in person. So we can get a full game recap. Let's bring him in. There he is.
Hello, hello.
Hey, how's it going, Nate?
My voice is a little hoarse from yelling in the second half because we didn't score any points in the second half. Or I guess we scored 7 in the third quarter, but it was a tough game to watch. I kind of feel like I got blue balled, to be honest,
Yeah, okay.
to put it bluntly.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, it was a good game though. Good on Washington. They showed a lot of poise in the fourth quarter coming back.
Yeah.
Maryland's defense just fell apart.
Okay.
Being at the game, I can tell you that the first half and the second half, like crowd wise, was very, very different. The crowd was really into it for the first half.
Okay.
We went into halftime up 13-0. Washington hadn't even moved the ball. We looked like we were dominating, even though it was only 13-0. It looked a lot farther away than that.
Uh-huh.
And after when the teams came back for second half, it was very different. It didn't really have the energy in the stadium.
Okay.
Maryland's not used to being a team that is like in the lead and beating other teams.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I don't think they've learned like how to like keep that up.
Uh-huh.
And there's not like the football culture like in the South. So
Right.
they haven't had the experience over the last couple of years to build that back up. So
Mm-hmm.
it's what happens with a team that is maybe turning the corner. I mean,
Okay.
with Malik Washington, I don't think he played great, to be honest.
Yeah.
They played very safe the entire game,
Okay.
and they've played safe for most of this season, and that's part of why Malik Washington's been good. They played very safe, and they take their deep shots when they want. They're very calculated with it, and it's worked out pretty well.
Uh-huh.
Um, Farouk did unfortunately drop a really nice pass on third down on the last drive that would have put him in the 5-yard line with a chance to win.
Okay.
So that it was almost like a diving catch. It hit both his hands though. It was a great throw by
Okay.
Washington. So the run game wasn't there, as you can see.
Yeah.
This whole second half they were up 13-0 and they were passing the ball. They could not run the ball to run the clock out. That was part of the problem.
Okay.
Defense was on the field a lot. Yeah, I mean, if in the first half, like I said, we went to halftime and we felt like, man, this game is already over,
Uh-huh.
and it obviously didn't work out that way. So
Yeah. That's and I know you mentioned in the Discord you didn't say you were impressed, but you said he's going to play on Sundays about Dorian Fleming.
Dorian Fleming is really good. They went to him in crunch time. He caught every single pass. He caught one that was like way behind him and low. He's got good hands. He's good after the catch. Like the whole Washington defense knew that they were going Fleming's way. He still caught the ball.
Yeah.
He's someone I've had my eye on for a while. It was really nice to see him in person. He's as
Yeah.
good as I kind of thought he was.
Nice.
Another guy I want to point out, Denzel Boston.
Oh yeah.
The stat sheet doesn't really show anything too crazy,
Mm-hmm.
but almost all of those yards and catches came in the second half when they were needing somebody to make a play.
Okay.
He was the guy that made a play.
Okay. Nice. What did you think of Jonah Coleman?
Honestly, I mean the Maryland has a really good defensive line. and it was really hard for Washington. It was like no run game from either teams today. And Damon Williams could not throw the ball for the first half. So he figured it out in the second half. But
Okay.
there was no run game on either side. Maryland's got a really good defensive line, a young defensive line. Coleman wasn't getting anywhere. There's a couple screens they threw to him. He had one really nice screen where it was like an all-out blitz, so it was like perfectly called. But honestly, not as impressive as I was expecting.
Okay.
Justice Haynes, RB2, right?
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right.
He's also a little guy, man. Jonah Coleman.
Yeah.
He's like 5'9", I think.
Oh, it doesn't. I don't know why I
He's
brought
thick.
it
He's
up on
thick.
here.
That's for
Yeah.
sure. But
Yeah.
it was kind of funny looking at because I knew Damon Williams. I mean, I knew that Jonah Coleman was small. But
Hmm.
Damon Williams is like the same size, just a lot skinnier. Damon Williams is small as well, man.
Okay. Nice.
So yeah, it was a good game. Like I said, I wasn't very happy with how it ended,
Yeah.
but happy I got to be there for it.
Okay. That's that sounds like a fun. I mean, other than your team losing, it sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, yeah, it was good. Had a nice Kona big wave early in the game.
Okay.
Solid beer.
um,
I missed
did
the other games
you?
though. I mean, I saw on the big board.
Yeah.
They gave us updates with UCLA and Penn State because that's a
Uh-huh.
Big Ten conference
Yep.
game. So I got to see some of the highlights for that game. They didn't really show any other games on the big screen, but that was one they kept pointing out.
Okay.
So I missed like the entire Texas Florida game.
Uh-huh.
Um, I saw Boise State was up on Notre Dame early in the
Yeah.
first half. Um, but yeah, I kind of missed everything else. It looked like Vanderbilt, Alabama was close in the beginning, but I didn't really get to see any of that. I did get to see the beginning of the Clemson North Carolina game before I left. Clemson was destroying them when I left.
Yeah.
And that was like
Yeah.
the first quarter. So
Yeah. No, North Carolina is just I
Bill
I don't want
Belichick ain't a
to
college coach, man.
I don't want to say the experiment's not working, but it's because I don't know if you can like judge anything. Well, with the portal, you should be able to judge like sooner than normal, but I still
Yeah.
don't know if one season is enough time. I don't know. But it's not working right now.
It's not.
Yeah. What was the
But fill me in because I've missed most of the day.
dude? I don't know what to say about Penn State. They
I
just unlocked Nico. Like they fired Tino Sunseri this week and let him go, and they bring in was it Rick Neuheisel's kid,
yeah.
and Nico just blows up for 5 touchdowns. Like he's the leading scorer this. He has 53 points this week. He just blew, and no one is starting him. I guarantee you, no one started him.
Especially
What's
against Penn
his
State. Yeah.
right?
No way.
Like 11% of people starting him. I don't believe that. That's probably people that aren't even paying attention to their rosters.
Oh my
That's a
gosh.
lie. Like no one started. I have him in like 2 leagues and I didn't start him. I'm so mad. Like and Aller had a good fantasy day as well, but
Hey, I started Katron Allen. He had 2 touchdowns. That's good.
yeah. And Singleton didn't do much. It was just
I'm starting to get worried about Singleton.
okay. Okay.
I mean,
Pull him up.
we know he's got athleticism, but look
Yeah.
at that game log.
Yeah.
I mean, Penn State obviously is not in a good place right now,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
Nicholas Singleton is also not in a good place, and Katron Allen still has been decent.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Katron Allen is going to like maybe surpass Nicholas Singleton because he doesn't have the athleticism that Singleton has. But
Yeah.
if Nick Singleton's only got athleticism
Yeah.
and he just hasn't really developed past his freshman year,
Mm-hmm.
then I think I mean, I never would have expected Nicholas Singleton the last couple of years to be a day 3 pick. I think he is a day 3
Yeah.
pick right now.
Yeah. Like 3.8 per rush that's not good.
No.
No, not at all. Like what is going on? I didn't even realize he hasn't hit 100 yards yet
Nope.
in any game.
And they played Nevada, Florida National, and Villanova to start the
Right.
season. Like, come on.
What? Yeah, and he couldn't even hit. He had 20 rushes, didn't hit 100 yards against Villanova.
Yeah.
Did Katron hit 100? He hasn't. Katron did against Florida International.
But
Okay.
look at his yards per carry
Yeah,
through all
he's
those
got
games. Much better.
yeah,
7
he's
yards in the
got
season.
yeah, yeah. Katron is, and I remember, I think it was 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. Multiple people, especially some of the guys at C2C that I listened to, said like, yeah, Singleton's an athlete. Katron's the NFL running back. Like Singleton will probably get drafted before him because of athleticism,
Mhm.
but Katron's going to be the guy like really contributing on Sundays.
Yeah, and Mike's always said that too. Mike's
Yep,
always thought that, you know,
yep.
Katron Allen's the he's right there. He always thinks that Katron Allen's the better running back. So
Yeah, yeah. That's a good call from the Nick Singleton haters. um, yeah, I don't have a lot to say about it. It's just the first
it
time in 40 years that an 0-4 team has beat a ranked what it's top 10 ranked team. Or they
Penn
didn't
State
know.
should have been top 10 if they were. I
I
don't know
don't
what they were ranked,
I don't I want to say they were
but
eighth, but that may not be true. Um
that sounds kind of about right. I got ESPN up here. 1 second.
yeah, it was like
7. They're
19
ranked 7 for some
okay, 7.
reason. I have no clue.
That's wild. And every week in the Discord we get the little graphic that says, "Have you beat a
Yeah.
oh, where is it? Here it is. Have you beaten a Power 4 opponent yet?" And of course, it's week 6, and there's Texas and Penn State still.
I
No,
can't believe that graphic is good last week and this week.
that is crazy. Yeah, especially with the narrative around Penn State, or sorry, not
Well,
Penn State, around UCLA and Florida.
yeah, I mean, it puts I'm not too, like, surprised that Florida won at home against Texas.
Yeah,
Texas hasn't been that great.
that's true.
Um, and Florida has a good defense, and they have a good running game. They just DJ Lagways has been terrible.
Yeah,
But
maybe.
this is a really interesting spot for Penn State now
There we go.
because, like, they lose to Oregon. Okay, it's like, okay, we just have more of the same. We can't win the big games. James
Yeah.
Franklin, like,
Yep.
okay, you just need to, like, we need to see something different. Now it's you lost. I'm not going to say you lost the team, but like you've lost focus
Mm-hmm.
and you lost to UCLA. Like that's a different like level than just losing to Oregon at home in double
Yep.
overtime.
Yep.
I mean, I'm gonna assume they're not gonna like lose any more of those kind of games, and they just lose to I guess they play Ohio State this year, left
Mm-hmm.
on their schedule. But you're probably not making playoffs at this point. You play Ohio State and Indiana,
Yep.
the two ranked teams I believe left that they have to play.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not expecting you to win either one of those at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You do have Indiana at home, so possibly.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have a loss to Nebraska, Iowa,
Mm-hmm.
at Iowa, you host Nebraska. I mean, you lose one of those games, somehow Franklin's seat might actually be hot beyond just like, hey, you need to make some changes. Might be like you might be out
Uh-huh.
of here, which I did not expect even after the Oregon game.
I this past week a lot of I can't remember who it was. Um Someone on Twitter. It's a college football. I think it was just a college football analyst, not a college fantasy analyst.
Mm.
Said like I've been saying for at least 2 years that Aller and Kotelnicki, the OC at Penn State, like it's not a good fit. And all the replies are, "It's a shame that guy at Missouri would be a perfect fit." um,
Yeah, it's definitely
yeah,
raised some questions. I know Joel Klatt talked about how they're just not a fit for each other either.
it
And
might have been Joel Klatt that I
and and,
yeah.
and on his podcast, he talked about how it's not that Alar if Aller is not fitting that system, then it's Kotelnicki's job to find a system that works, and
Right,
obviously they
right,
can't find it
yeah,
because
that's
Because what Klatt was saying, Klatt's a former quarterback, so I
mhm,
trust his opinion on quarterbacks. He was saying that, Aller is really good down the field. You let him sit in the pocket. He's got, good footwork technique in that area where he can sit in the pocket, get the ball down the field. But he doesn't have quick feet. He can't play very well with the quick passing game.
mhm.
And I mean, you look at his numbers. I mean, he hasn't even passed for more than 217 yards so far this year.
Yeah. It's
It's got a yards per attempt
crazy.
of 6.9, is under 7.
Jeez.
They're not throwing the ball down the field. We've blamed the wide receivers for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in some new ones. I don't know if you can just blame the wide receivers anymore at this point. It's just the
Yeah,
whole offense.
I think that the wide receiver criticism can only go so far. Like,
Yeah.
sure, you're only as good as the guys you're throwing to, but they aren't. This is big time ball. Like, you're not bringing in D2, D3 level athletes.
How did I'm looking at this box score here. How did what's his name not even get a catch or even a target? Their wide receiver they brought in, who
Oh,
was their leading receiver last week against
yeah.
Oregon.
Was he hurt?
Um,
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Devontae Ross.
Yeah. What happened to Devontae Ross? Was he hurt?
Did he just not play?
Devontae Ross. Let's see. I don't see any updates on his Fantrax profile. Let's see if the second best source of news, Twitter, has anything about it. I didn't even catch that. I would have to think it'd be something that like he got held out right before. Wait, this says he got. Okay, that person said he got targeted. Okay, so he did play today. It looks like.
Damn.
But he only had one. It looks like he only had one target, which wouldn't show up wouldn't show up on here.
They just only show stats, even
Yeah,
if they don't have any stats, but they have a target, they don't show it. Yeah, how about that?
that is. Oh, I guess I could have looked here. Yeah, it says one target, but he had. Even then, he still only had 1, 3, 3, and 4. That's not great. He did have 2 touchdowns on the 4 last week, but I don't. Yeah, that sounds like a system problem. It looks like a system problem.
Yeah, it definitely does. All right, I think we probably talked enough Penn State at this point.
Yep.
I'm going through. If you've already talked about something, just let me know. I'm just kind of catching up right now.
Yeah,
Texas, Florida.
I actually hadn't gotten into that one yet. Bring that one up.
I didn't get to see a single play from this game. I did see, I think Caleb said that Dallas Wilson made a really, really good play.
Mm-hmm.
He's come back from injury and was their leading receiver, 6 for 111 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
That's nice to see. The other true freshman, Vernell Brown, 3 receptions, 72. So, they had a good class come in. Eugene Wilson still, dealing with injury, not really anywhere to be seen, unfortunately. I was hopeful for him for the 2026 draft, but I think he's probably going back for another year at this point.
Yeah. Sturdivant, probably their biggest receiver transfer, maybe their only.
Yeah, because everyone else is, homegrown kind of recruited.
Yeah,
Which
Mazzel's homegrown.
I kind of hate that Sturdivant went there.
Yeah,
Because he
same,
could have done
same.
so much better somewhere else, and now he's just
Yep.
buried on the depth chart, but he's a much better wide receiver than his stats show right now.
He is, and I feel like he's the guy who's always had hype but never had the production, and he still has it somehow.
Yeah.
And I don't know why exactly. But that being said, I'm one of the people that's still high on him, even though he's never really shown it consistently.
Sophomore year, 65 receptions, 755 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Okay.
That's a huge sophomore year.
Yeah.
And then transferred to UCLA. As you can see, 36 receptions, 597. Big difference in yards per catch, 4 touchdowns. But then UCLA was a dying ship in 2024, transferred to Florida. Not doing anything now. It's a shame.
Yeah. I would like to see him get drafted, but
yeah, because he's 6'3", 213. He's got great size.
Yeah. And Arch is I didn't catch any of this one. But 55%, dude. 2 touchdowns,
2 interceptions.
Excuse me. Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. 15 for 37 on the ground. Who got the touchdowns? Wingo and Wisner got the touchdown.
Well, what doesn't help is that he's the leading rusher for his team.
That is true. Yeah.
Texas just hasn't been good. Everyone wants to blame Arch Manning, and there's plenty of blame to put on Arch because he has not been good.
Yeah.
But outside of the Texas defense, no one on that offense has been good.
That's very true. I think a lot of the people that were calling for Quinn Ewers to be benched at any point the last 2 years kind of look silly now, but their offense has just not been clicking at all. It's kind of like, I guess, less extreme than, or maybe not, than the Clemson situation before
It
this week,
feels very
obviously.
similar because of the
It's
talent
yeah.
and the
Yeah,
wide
they have
receiver rooms, though Clemson's got a better wide receiver room overall than
yeah,
Texas does.
that's true. That's true.
And you
Yeah.
would expect Cade Klubnik, a third-year starter, to be better than Arch Manning, and one first-year starter, you know?
Right.
Clemson
Right.
is, I mean, looks like they were a little bit back to themselves this week, but
Yeah.
that is like an all-time. One last thing on Florida.
Oh, yep.
What do you? I want to get your opinion on Jaden Ball. What do you think about Jaden Ball? 27 carries, 107 yards, 4 yards per carry, a touchdown on the season. He's averaging 5.9 yards per
Okay.
carry. They haven't used him a lot, which I know if you listen to Josh Pate, he's been pretty adamant that they need to give him the ball more because he's been playing well.
Yeah.
Um, I I don't think he's probably going to come out this year. He's a sophomore.
Hmm.
I think I don't know if he's a redshirt or not. Um, but he's got
I
good
don't think
size.
he is. Yeah.
6'1", 230.
Oops. There he is.
Catches the ball well. 10 receptions so far this year. 68 yards through the air. So just want to throw his name out there because I like him. I think there's some potential with him, but they got to give him
Yeah.
the ball more for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I would like to see more, but that's not necessarily on him. Um, but what I have seen, I have liked. He had a decent year last year too. 133 carries, 5.1. So his average is plus 5 yards a carry. That's nice. He had 7 touchdowns last year, 3 so far this year. Yeah. I just want to see more, but I don't know. Their offensive, and I don't know who's making the decision, if it's Napier or the OC. I'm not sure who the OC is. Um, like with Lagway and with Anthony Richardson, like these guys can move, they can run. Like, why are
Yeah.
you not using that, like utilizing guys and playing to their strengths?
I mean,
And
Lagway didn't have a single rush.
yeah, he didn't even. Vernell Brown had a rush, and Lagway did not. It's just I don't understand. And I mean, Richardson still got drafted super high, so it obviously didn't hurt his draft stock. But I don't know. It's I don't. That's just it's a weird situation. I don't. I guess we thought that Napier wouldn't be there this year, so
Yeah.
if we think he's not going to be there, he probably it's like just like a cockroach. You can't get rid of him.
Yeah. Might be the same thing this year with another, a win over Texas, and we'll see how the rest
Yeah,
of the year goes.
yeah, that's true.
They do need better play out of Lagway, though, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, 21 for 28, 298,
Mhm.
2 touchdowns is better today.
Yeah, I saw. Oh, there's. It's. I don't know why. It's not the only time I've seen Lagway be traded in the past couple weeks, but I know Austin from C2C
Mhm.
has talked about his trade. He made it just before, like I think a week before Lagway. What was the game he threw?
5 interceptions.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
like right before that, and he traded Lagway for Sagapolotele from Cal, and like before he had that 5 interception game, people were like, "What? That's nuts! Like, how are you?" Lagway is so hyped, and then he threw 5 picks, and Sagapolotele's looks solid.
Yes.
Um, I'm like, I said earlier, I'm excited for that game tonight. Duke and Al.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good game. But yeah, it's kind of funny how quickly quarterback value changes, especially in C2C leagues. Like,
Especially.
yeah, like, oh yeah, this guy's right now. It's Bryce Underwood. Oh yeah, he'll be playing on Sunday for the I don't know not the Vikings, the Lions or something, since he's from Detroit. But and then if he has like a down year or part of a down year, he's been okay so far this year.
Yeah, he's shown enough for sure.
Yeah, but it takes very little to sway opinions on quarterbacks, especially when you think you're going to have a guy for 3 to 4 years of college and then whatever their NFL career may be, you might lose that NFL career part.
It makes a big value change in C2C for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Looks like Alabama took care of business against Vanderbilt.
yeah.
Ty Simpson, 23 for 31, 342 touchdowns. Ty Simpson, NFL first rounder, possibly.
Ooh, I saw him in a mock and I
Yeah, I've seen him
almost
in a couple
lost
now.
my mind. I'm like, what? This is what we're doing now? But
I don't have him there yet, but
yeah.
I mean, I think based on what I've seen, I'd be happy to take him day 2 as someone to take a chance on. But
Hmm.
I don't think day 1 yet. But who knows? I mean, this quarterback class continues to be wide open.
Yeah.
I was just taking Mateer quarterback 1. He broke his hand. I mean, he's
Right.
only out for a couple weeks. He should be fine.
Yeah.
So hopefully no big deal. But you never know. Mendoza, of course, has been going off, but
Hmm.
we'll see when Indiana plays some bigger competition. Sorry, Illinois, but maybe you're
Right.
not where you thought you were.
Oh, I meant to hit Indiana. They're on a bye this week. Okay. Um and is USC on a bye this week? Yes. Okay. Thought they were. Because I got I saw a tweet about this guy hyping up. He had stats posted from Jeremiah Smith and Makai Lemon, and the guy said, "Oh, Makai Lemon's far and away the best receiver in college football, not of this year, not of like this upcoming draft class, in college football." And the reply was, "Yep, this is a Lincoln Riley program when you're hyping up your guy after losing to Illinois."
Yep. There it goes. Oh man. I was
Rayola
just
is the future. Is he?
oh, interesting. Maybe he might be.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. He could be. I'm still not sold yet, but he could be.
I think he just had like a decent game against Michigan State.
Yeah, 16-24 for a touchdown. And no, that's got to be sack yardage. Sack
Yeah.
yards. I,
Can't
they
let your
need to
quarterback get sacked that many times. Come on.
they need to stop doing that in college. It messes me up.
It's about time.
It's yeah. Emma Johnson had a game. Holy jeez. 13 for 83 and 3 touchdowns. Hello.
It's pretty good.
Did not realize he had 3 touchdowns. And Hunter had the passing or receiving
Yeah,
touchdown.
it switches between the 2 of them every other
Right?
game.
That's when you asked me that on the start sit show, I was like, I don't know.
I
It's
don't know
one
who
of
to
them.
pick.
I'll flip a coin. It's one of
Yeah.
them. Next week, it might be the other one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see. Chris Bell.
Oh, yeah. Chris Bell. I did talk about him briefly. Let me find Louisville. Whoops, I'm in the wrong window. There we go. Louisville. There we go. All right. Chris Bell.
He's going on a
Tennis.
heater right now.
He is. Yeah, he had that would be last week. No. Yeah, last week against Pitt. 10 for 135 and a touchdown. Jeez, that's crazy. And then this week, yeah, because I looked at the targets from today's game, and he was targeted almost 3 times more than than Colin Lacey.
Yeah.
I know that the tight end had 7, but like
Jaleel Skinner.
as far as like the receivers go, like he's the guy there. And Miller Moss had I saw he was getting sacked and he did the
Will Levis.
yeah, he did the Will Levis. He was like, I thought he was down, and somehow he still threw a pick 6. Like, okay, just hold on to the ball, man. Oh goodness. He did get a rushing touchdown on negative 38 yards though.
Oh, there we go. Isaac Brown, decent game, nothing
Yeah.
special. He's been banged up this year, though.
Yeah.
Um,
There's Duke Watson. Okay.
yeah, Duke Watson didn't really get a lot of run, surprisingly.
Yeah.
On the other side, I've seen some hype for Jamari Taylor recently. Now,
Yeah.
I saw someone say that he was like the third best running back in this class, which I think is a little ridiculous. He's a fifth-year
Ugh.
senior playing at
I don't.
Virginia.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know about that.
But if you want to say like a decent day 3 guy, like you mentioned the other week, can't remember exactly who I was talking about, but you mentioned like Ray Davis.
Hmm.
I could see Jamari Taylor being something like that.
Uh-huh.
Sure. Like a really solid RB2/3, depending on the backfield.
Why
Sure.
do they not
Why
have
not?
more stats from him? They don't
Oh,
have
that's
any
interesting.
other career stats from him.
Did he where did he transfer from? Oh, he transferred from
Was he an FCS
North
guy?
Carolina Central.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That would be why. Okay. That makes sense.
So 4 years at North Carolina Central, his last year having 196 carries, 1,146 yards at 5.8 a pop, 15 touchdowns.
Okay.
Sure. Fun little day 3 guy.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think I wouldn't put him that high in the class, but day 3, sure. I don't hate that.
Speaking of day 3 running backs, I was just hyping up Adam Randall last week, and now he had 8 carries for 30 yards.
Hey, Adam Randall. The Adam Randall experience.
He did have 4 receptions for 73 yards and 2 touchdowns, though.
There you go. That's honestly, I think I drafted him in one league this offseason. I didn't have a ton of drafts, but I think I drafted him in one league. And that was because at least where my mind went, I don't I don't care if he gets anything on the ground, but if he's catching the ball out of the
Yep.
backfield, that's a point every time he does it. And if he gets touchdowns additionally, or if he gets goal line work, looks like Gideon Davidson got some run today.
Yeah. And
As well.
Mumi.
Oh yeah, he got 3. Oh gosh, he was so hyped last year. And he has 6 carries this year.
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy. Vizina, I didn't realize Vizina got in. Oh gosh, I don't know what Clemson's going to do next year at quarterback because I don't think it's Vizina.
Yeah. I think Clemson's in trouble just in general.
Yeah, they have to use the portal.
They have to.
I
Next
mean,
year, they have to
yeah,
if they want to stay competitive.
it got in a roundabout way. It got Mike Gundy fired, and it could very well get Dabo fired.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about it the other week, a couple weeks ago. It was like Dabo's not going to get fired for results. He's going to get fired because he doesn't want to use the transfer portal.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, you gotta.
Because they can be 9-3, 10-2 every year
Mhm.
still,
Yep.
but they won't beat the best teams that they play, and they
Yeah.
won't win the. They're not going to win the conference anymore. Not with how Florida State's looking. Not with how Miami's looking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and right there,
Georgia Tech.
Florida State and Miami, 2 teams that willingly use the portal, like or
Quite a bit.
yeah, for especially for quarterbacks. Like they just got Castellanos,
Yep.
I can't say his name. DJU, there we go.
There
That
you
didn't
go.
work out so much, but
Nope.
Castellanos is doing well. Carson Beck is doing well. Cam Ward did well. So yeah,
Yep.
I the guys are out there and they will be out there. It's just a matter of getting them. I know I've been hyping Cedric Bailey at NC State. He's going to be the guy. I keep saying he's going to be Miami's quarterback next year.
CJ
Clemson,
Bailey.
yeah, CJ Bailey. Like Clemson, if he went to Clemson, that would be a good. Whoever gets him would be a good get. I could see him at Clemson. I should say if we just remove the avoidance of the transfer portal.
Sophomore, 6'6", 210. Look like good stats. I actually wanted to talk about NC State, so we can
Oh
pop over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
They played
Yep.
the Campbell Fighting Camels, so they didn't have much competition this week. But CJ Bailey, 20 for 23, 337 yards, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Pretty great week by him.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to talk about Hollywood Smothers.
Okay. Yeah.
Talking about running backs in this class who are starting to make a name for themselves, this guy really is.
Yeah.
And I need to get some film on him,
Yeah.
but he might be like a late day 2 guy based on his ability to do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at his stats for catching the ball as well as running the ball. I mean, only 124 yards, but he's got 21 receptions. He's
Yeah.
been used a lot through the receiving game there at NC State this year.
Yeah.
And he's also was that 100 yards in every game except for one
Yep.
on the ground? Yeah.
Against Virginia Tech was the one that he didn't.
Yeah, and they played Campbell this week. Well, they played UVA, Wake, and Duke the first 3 weeks of the season. So
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
he's been legit.
That's
He's
not a
found the
bad
end zone a
schedule.
lot. So
Yeah. Yeah. Smothers has been fantasy wise. I was just bringing up his
killing
stats.
it.
He's got 29 points, 20 points, 27 points, 11 against Virginia Tech, and then 29 points again today. That's if you got him, he was going pretty high in the draft CFF drafts I did.
Yeah, I got him in at least 1 league, if not 2.
Do I have him anywhere? Oh, that's sad. I don't have him anywhere. He's not available. He's 98% rostered.
Definitely not.
He's not
Definitely
available
not.
anywhere. Yeah. I was talking. I gave a sneak preview to my roster episode tomorrow. If you let me pull up the game, we talked a
How many
little.
C2C leagues are you in?
I'm not in a lot, honestly.
Most of those are college fantasy football.
Yeah, I'm in. Well, I added a bunch of like CFF Eliminator and best ball leagues that are just like redraft this year, so I don't have to pay attention to them after the draft. Let's see. That's a C2C 2, 3, 4.
Okay, I'm in 3. So
No, sorry, 5. That one's a C2C, and then I'm in 2. No, I'm only in 1 CFF Dynasty. Which I really, honestly, that might be my most fun league because there's like 20 teams in it, so it's super deep.
Okay, interesting.
There's no real stacked teams, so you have to look in the G5 for points, and it's really it's fun. But yeah, I'm not in a ton. Just in
Let me know if there's an
general.
opening in that league next year.
Okay, sure.
I'm interested in a CFF Dynasty. I haven't done one yet, so
Yeah, I would like to get one. I keep hearing every single CFF person that I listen to on a podcast talks about a 60 team league that they're in. It's a redraft. It's not a dynasty. But I'm just like, what?
I'll be starting some guy from the Fighting Camels at that point.
Right. What was? Oh shoot, I lost my train of thought. Quarterback for my waivers is Liam Zarka at Air Force.
All right.
He has, let me pull up his fantasy points because I don't know why it doesn't. Well, I guess because there's so many different scoring differences between the leagues. So they just put their stats on this box score page. Let's see. He has in the last 4 weeks, they played 5 games, but I'm just removing the first game because he barely played. He has 23 points, 39 points, 43 points, 47 points.
Wow.
And that's mostly, I mean, it's Air Force, so you know what's going to happen. He's running. He's getting 110 rushing yards, 139 rushing yards, 152 rushing yards. And he's actually adding on the more passing yards too. He's getting 246, 278, and he's getting passing touchdowns. Not a lot. I guess he does have 6 rushing touchdowns, and he has 10 passing touchdowns. So he's only rostered in 27% of leagues, which is absolutely nuts. He's not gonna be available. He's available in all but 2 of my leagues right now. That's crazy.
Not for long.
No, not for long. He's getting picked up this week from some people for sure.
Yeah. Helder Rick also having quite the game for himself. Eli over there. I think his name is Eli.
Bob started him against me this week. I looked at the scores and Bob is already beating me by like 100 points. Like, what the hell happened? Everyone on his team went off. Like Trent Walker from Oregon State has 30 points. He had Hollywood Smothers for 29, Klubnik 36, Drew Allard for 29. Like all these guys have been kind of patchy here, not really, but and they all come together like let's beat the hell out of Hoff this week. Thanks guys. Do I have anyone that no, I thought I had his Ofer in this one, but I don't. Oh, really? James Madison only beat Georgia State 14-7.
Oh man,
I didn't realize that because I started Barnett thinking that
you get lots of points, but
yeah, he was 11 for 22 and had a rushing touchdown. Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Hoff, I got one last game that I want to talk about.
Okay.
Which I didn't get to watch it all, but I want to look at the box score here. Kansas State Baylor.
Oh, yeah.
In a close game, 35-34, Baylor pulled out the victory.
That one,
you were talking about Michael Trigg early on in the day.
Yes, and I talked about him again on here, and Jeremiah Smith just got a touchdown. Another touchdown. He is... I didn't realize, because he's been around so long, I didn't realize he started at USC in 2021. And then he didn't play that much at Ole Miss in the 2 years he was there. He was just hurt a lot.
Yep.
And he clearly has a talent. If you've seen his highlight package just from today's game, he had made some ridiculous catches with his body size and the way he controls his body. He's just a freaky athlete. Like if he can stay healthy, I have no doubt he'll be playing on Sundays. And I really like Michael Trigg.
Me too.
Did you see the ending of this game?
I did not.
They had Kansas State, I can't remember who it was. Had a long pass. It was going left to right. And the receiver like kind of went underneath the corner, and the corner got his helmet off, and he was clean through. Like he would have scored a touchdown if he had his helmet on. But they blew the play dead. They kicked a field goal, and that got him to 34. And then Baylor goes down and kicks the game-winning field goal. Like it was, it's just crazy. I understand that rule, but there's no one in front of him that's going to hit him. No one behind him that's going to catch him. Like,
hey, college officiating's bad. We had a taunting call in the Maryland game. A cornerback did the seatbelt.
Oh
thing,
yeah.
Which happens like a dozen times every single game.
Yeah.
Ref flew a flag. Taunting. It was like in the end zone. It was like on third down. Totally changed the end of that game. I mean, no excuse. Maryland should have done better in the second half, but that was pretty ridiculous. So I get it.
Oh man. Yeah, Jeremiah Smith is 7 for 67 and 2 touchdowns so far.
That's pretty good.
I know they've been oh gosh. Oh. I kept Carnell Tate on the bench in a league, and he's got 9 for 183 and a touchdown.
Oh my gosh.
I love lineup leagues, but God, I hate lineup leagues. Jeez. And I had Quasi Gilmore on the bench because he's not going to play well against Penn State, and he got 20 points today. Thanks, buddy. Oh, gosh. And I have a 1-point guy from Tulsa against Memphis playing. Why did I start him? Why did I start Dwayne Coleman? Wait, what happened here? Why is Dwayne Coleman has 0.88 points? Oh, he didn't start. There's no way he could have started. Because he threw one pass, 7 yards. Did he get hurt? I don't know. FMO, I guess.
Yes, so.
Jeez. All right. Well.
No, it was nice catching up on the day with you, Hoff. I appreciate it.
I'm glad you got in here. I was waiting to talk about the Maryland game.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Shoot. Florida State is in a TV timeout, so I need to
Miami's looking pretty good though.
Ooh, yeah, Miami is kind of pulling away.
Yep.
Oh, Beck has 4 touchdowns. There we go. My QB Was my QB2 in our mock.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck.
All right. All right. And Tony's got, oh, there we go. Tony's 7 for 107 and 2.
He's back.
All right. All right.
And Fletcher.
Yep. And Fletcher 10 for
Who was
35.
also in the mock. We'll take
Yep.
it.
That's a very Miami. We had
He'll get more yards here in the fourth quarter.
yeah, just running it out. CJ Daniels had 2 touchdowns as well. Nice. Okay. Good. Keep going, Carson Beck. I'm glad I didn't cut you anywhere after you ripped up your elbow.
Yeah.
Or after he declared from the draft, because I almost did. I was like, oh, okay, he's not going to be around anymore.
Pulled a Cam Ward. Quite literally.
Yeah.
Went to Miami.
I wonder how that whole thing played out. Like, did he go and get the what's it called? The where they get like graded. I know the NBA does it. I forget what it's called on the
The draft advisory board.
That's it. Yeah. And they're just like, you better find a different school, bud.
Go back to college.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. Well, looking like a good decision so far.
Yep, sure is. All right, Hoff. Well, I think I need to go drink some tea. I'm losing my voice. So
yeah. Good decision. All right. Tomorrow night, or keep an eye out, probably Monday, for a waiver show podcast on our Patreon feed. Go to dynastyrewind.com so you can get access to that. And then next Wednesday, I will be live with our Start Sit show. I call it Office Hours show, so we can do any questions, but mostly focus on Start Sit to set your lineups for. It'll be week 7 next week. Gosh, it's week 7 already. Or not really. We're in the middle of week 6, but it will be week 7. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for hanging out with us, and we will catch you later.